The B-2 Spirit was not born from ambition. It was born from fear. Fear of a world divided. Fear of nuclear escalation. Fear of a war that would not allow second chances. During the Cold War, military planners faced a brutal question. What happens when every radar is watching, every missile is armed, and every border is defended? The answer was not speed. It was invisibility. The B-2 was designed for a scenario no one wanted to see. A conflict where traditional air power would not survive. A conflict where only silence could pass through. This aircraft was never meant to be seen by the public. It was meant to exist in classified rooms, on sealed runways, and in plans marked for the worst day imaginable. Unlike fighters built for air superiority, the B-2 was built for inevitability. It would fly when diplomacy failed. It would fly when deterrence collapsed. It would fly when war could no longer be avoided. Its flying wing design was not artistic expression. It was a mathematical solution. No vertical surfaces, no sharp radar reflections, a shape designed to confuse detection systems that once defined global defense. The B-2 does not challenge enemy airspace, it ignores it. It was created to penetrate the most heavily defended regions on Earth, to reach targets believed to be unreachable, and to deliver weapons that could end wars in a single night. This aircraft represents a philosophy rarely spoken aloud, that peace is sometimes maintained by preparing for destruction. The B-2 Spirit is not a symbol of aggression, it is a symbol of restraint backed by certainty. Its existence alone altered strategic calculations. Nations planned differently, defenses evolved, silence became threatening. While other aircraft seek dominance through presence, the B-2 seeks dominance through absence. It does not announce its arrival. It does not seek confrontation. It simply appears where it was never expected. The B-2 Spirit was built for a future that leaders hoped would never come. Yet it still flies. Not because the past returned, but because uncertainty never disappeared. And as long as the world fears what might happen next, the shadow of the B-2 remains in the sky.
Power does not always come from noise. The B-2 Spirit was engineered to hide its strength behind silence and restraint. Its engines are not designed to intimidate, they're designed to disappear. 4 turbofan engines are buried deep within the airframe, shielded to reduce heat and acoustic signatures. There is no afterburner, no visible flame, no dramatic roar. What the B-2 gives up in spectacle, it gains in survivability. Heat is one of the oldest ways to find an aircraft. The B-2 was designed to deny that advantage. Exhaust is cooled, mixed, and dispersed before it ever reaches open air. Infrared sensors searching the sky find little to lock onto. Stealth is not a single feature, it is a system. The B-2 blends shape, materials, coatings, and electronic management into one continuous defense. Radar energy is absorbed, reflected signals are scattered, detection ranges collapse. But the true power of the B-2 lies in what it carries. All weapons are hidden inside internal bays. Nothing hangs beneath its wings. Nothing breaks its outline. This allows the aircraft to strike without revealing itself. The B-2 can carry conventional precision weapons capable of hitting hardened targets with accuracy. It can also carry strategic nuclear payloads, giving it reach across continents. This dual role defines its importance. It is both a conventional strike platform and a strategic deterrent. Few aircraft in history have carried such responsibility. Range completes the equation. With aerial refueling, the B-2 can fly missions that last for days. It can take off from one continent, strike another, and return without landing. The battlefield comes to the B-2, not the other way around. Every system aboard the aircraft exists to support a single objective: penetrate defenses, deliver the payload, leave without being tracked. No warning, no interception, no pursuit. This is not power meant to be displayed. It is power meant to be undeniable.
The B-2 Spirit was never designed for routine patrols. It was designed for the moment when theory would meet reality. That moment arrived in the late 1990s. In conflicts where air defenses were layered, modern, and alert, the B-2 entered without announcement. Its first combat missions proved something unsettling. The most protected targets on Earth were no longer unreachable. During operations over Yugoslavia, the B-2 flew directly from the United States, crossed the Atlantic, penetrated defended airspace, and struck with precision. Targets were hit before defenders understood what had entered their skies. There were no air battles, no warning shots, only impact. Later conflicts reinforced the message. In Afghanistan, the B-2 struck deep targets during the opening nights of the war. While other aircraft relied on forward bases, the B-2 operated from a continent away. In Iraq, its missions focused on high-value, heavily protected objectives, command centers, infrastructure, symbols of control. The pattern was consistent. The B-2 did not overwhelm defenses, it bypassed them. Enemy radar operators searched for contacts that never stabilized. Missile crews waited for targeting data that never arrived. For those on the ground, the first sign of attack was often the explosion itself. Some missions lasted more than 40 hours. Pilots remained inside a silent cockpit, detached from time, guided by instruments and planning done long before takeoff. There was no improvisation, only execution. The B-2 did not fly frequently. It did not need to. Each mission carried strategic weight. Each strike delivered a psychological message as much as a physical one. Airspace once considered secure became uncertain. Defenses once considered reliable became questionable. The presence of the B-2 changed expectations. It proved that distance no longer protected targets. It proved that stealth was not experimental, it was operational. When the B-2 entered combat, it did not dominate the battlefield through force, it dominated through inevitability. And once that lesson was learned, it could not be unlearned. The true scale of the B-2 Spirit is never visible from the outside. Its power is hidden within. Beneath the smooth, silent surface lies a structure built to carry immense weight without revealing it to the world. The B-2's internal weapons bays are vast and carefully balanced. They allow the aircraft to carry heavy payloads while maintaining its stealth profile. Nothing is mounted externally. Nothing disturbs the shape. This internal design allows the B-2 to deliver precision weapons or strategic payloads without sacrificing invisibility. Fuel is treated with the same discipline. Large internal fuel tanks are integrated into the wing structure itself. Range is not an add-on, it is fundamental. With aerial refueling, the B-2 can remain airborne for extreme durations, turning time into a strategic weapon. Its dimensions reflect its purpose. A wide wingspan provides lift and efficiency, allowing heavy loads to be carried quietly. Its weight is substantial, yet its presence in the sky is subtle. Two pilots sit side by side, not surrounded by visible firepower, but by systems designed for endurance and precision. There is no excess, no wasted space.
Every kilogram carried by the B-2 serves a strategic function. This aircraft does not rely on agility or speed to survive. It relies on balance. Balance between weight and lift. Balance between fuel and payload. Balance between endurance and stealth. The B-2's design reveals a deeper truth about modern warfare. The most powerful weapons are not those that are seen. They are the ones that arrive unnoticed, carry overwhelming capability, and leave without a trace. The B-2 Spirit embodies that philosophy, a massive aircraft built to feel weightless to those searching for it. The B-2 Spirit was conceived in an age of fear. It entered service in a world preparing for a war that never came. Yet history did not make it obsolete. Instead, it gave the B-2 a different role. From the Cold War to modern conflicts, the aircraft proved that stealth was not theoretical. It was practical, reliable, decisive. Decades after its first flight, the B-2 remains in active service, not because it is new, but because its purpose is still relevant. It continues to operate as part of strategic deterrence, a silent guarantee that distance and defenses do not ensure safety. Upgrades have kept its systems current. Sensors, communications, and precision weapons have evolved with time, but the core idea remains unchanged. Silence, reach, inevitability. The world it flies in today is different from the one it was built for. Conflicts are faster, technology spreads, detection systems improve, and yet the B-2 still matters, because deterrence is not about numbers, it is about certainty. As long as the possibility of major conflict exists, the logic behind the B-2 endures. However, time does not stand still. A new generation is already emerging, aircraft designed to take the concept further. Deeper stealth, greater integration, more autonomy. The B-2 is no longer the future, but it is not the past either. It stands in between, a bridge between eras of air power. One question remains unanswered. Is stealth enough in the wars to come, or will silence itself need to evolve? The B-2 Spirit does not answer that question. It simply continues to fly, and as long as it does, the shadow it casts remains a warning.